Okay, so this is number 15. So these types of equations are called literal equations. I don't know if you'll be able to find very many like this. I mean, as far as other outside of SAT, looking for a literal equation. But basically, we want to express C, which you can see all of these all have C in them. So what we're really wanting to do is just solve for C, and it's just algebra, right? So I'm going to rewrite this. P is equal to N and then 19 minus C. So we're just solving for C. So first I need to undo dividing by N. Undo multiplying by N by dividing. So P over N would equal 19 subtract C. And then I could subtract 19, so I'd have P over N subtract 19 is equal to the opposite of C, but I want just regular C, so I could go through and make everything opposite, and that would be negative P over N and then plus 19, and if I rewrote that, that could be D right here. Okay, a store sells 2 different size containers of blueberries. The store sales of the blueberries totaled that much last month. The equation law represents this situation where X is the smaller number of blueberries sold. According to the equation, what is the price of in dollars of each smaller container? So this is actually, this makes sense. The smaller container would cost less. So this would basically be saying it's $4.51 for the smaller container and $6.07 for the larger container. And that month they made the $896.86. So that's what the equation, that's where they got the equation. So what is the price of each smaller container? Well, it would be $4.51. Okay, then what is the solution to this given equation? So let me show you in Desmos another way of doing this, because it's not too bad. This is kind of like we did above on another one. We can make this y equals this, and the next line down, make that y equals that. But instead, what we're going to use instead of D is I use x, because that's what I do. So D plus 30, or x plus 30, x minus 30, x plus 30, and minus 7. There are other ways, especially if it zooms out. So we have parentheses x minus 30 and x plus 30 and minus 7, and the next one is y equals negative 7. And then in order to get this graph, okay, I just want to see where they cross. So it's negative 30 and positive 30. Nice. Just going to zoom out to make sure it's what I wanted. Yeah, so negative 30 and positive 30 are the answers. Let's double check that I typed everything in right. Yep. So what is a solution to the given equation? Oh, good. So we had D equaled negative 30 and D equaled positive 30. And if it's asking what is a solution, then it only wants one of them. If we did this algebraically, we could do D minus 30, D plus 30, minus 7 equals negative 7. If we added 7 to both sides, then we'd have D minus 30 and D plus 30. And if either equaled 0, and if either of these factors equaled 0, then it would be a solution. So I could say, when is D subtract 30 equal to 0? So add 30, add 30. So D could equal positive 30. Or if it was D plus 30 equals 0, I could subtract 30, subtract 30. So D would equal negative 30. So that's the both ways is algebraically and using decimals. And I think that was all the questions that you sent. So, yay.